When you're getting to know someone, it can feel impossible to tell the difference between whether they like you the exact amount you want them. That agonizing period between meeting someone and knowing for sure you two are on the same page. If you're fortunate, this will only last a few days. If you're like most people, it can last for years. If you're not careful, you may never know. This can be nerve-wracking and cause undue anxiety or stress on your mental health. So how do you do it? We've compiled some of the best tricks and tips to find out if he's into you, cracking the case wide open so that you can wonder no more. From the predictable to the surprising, there are signs you can watch out for and ways to know for sure. So get comfortable and let's get into these 8 undeniable signs that he likes you. He always knows what to say. Not just the right thing, but maybe he remembers everything. If you're getting texts for your dog's birthday, or if he slips in a question about something you mentioned days before, we're all more attentive to those we care about or want to make a connection with. If the guy you're talking to seems to take a particular interest in what's going on in your life, well, maybe he's just a good listener, or he has a perfect memory. Either way, if he didn't care, he wouldn't ask or remember. Guys are excellent at clarifying when they don't care or avoid conversations they don't want to talk about. If he's making that effort, you should recognize it. Engage with these questions and you'll see how he brightens up. Positive feedback is always an excellent way to get appreciation across. 7. Eye contact. If you find that you're meeting his glance regularly, it might be a couple of different things. If you're noticing it more and more, and you know for sure there's not something on your face or on your teeth, well, he might just like you. It's hard to notice this, especially if you've had low esteem or been burnt before, but you need to open your mind to the signs he's giving you, whether he realizes it or not. The signs you should look out for include smiling, eye contact, exchanging glances, or even a flush of color when he's caught. You can increase mutual gaze by maintaining eye contact as you turn your head, just long enough to catch his eye and see if he keeps the eye contact going. If he does, then you know he likes you. 6. The body language signs. This may seem general, but have you ever paid attention to someone's body language? The subconscious things you might be missing could be the exact roadmap you've needed this whole time. Look for body language cues like dilated pupils, better posture, preening, blushing, or fidgeting. These body language cues can mean anything from embarrassment, nerves, or a desire to make themselves look more attractive to you, so they're always worth noting. Don't call too much attention to them, but knowing precisely what each movement means can help you lay it out in front of you if you weren't sure before. Think about it. Do you know what to look for? Most people miss the subtleties or get too nervous about catching them in the act. Does that sound like you? 5. His friends love you. Assuming the two of you don't already share friends and this is a new group, you may start to notice his friends gravitating towards you more over time. If his friends are suddenly becoming your friends, this can mean a few things. They'll want to know you if they're good friends, and knowing you are one step closer to accepting you into their circle a little better. Maybe they all want to be friends with you, and you can have this step without actively becoming romantic with someone. But if all of a sudden the guy who you've had great chemistry with brings his friends around more and they seem to be scoping you out too, take notice. Have you ever tried to date someone you're not friends with before? Do you think it's essential, or do you like having different friend groups? Let us know your thoughts down below. 4. Casual touching. Have you ever felt electrified by someone's touch? Do you think goosebumps go up to your arms when he says the right thing, or the warmth of their touch lingering long after? People don't touch each other casually for no reason, and if you're noticing he's putting his hand on your shoulder or gently touching your hand more often than usual, then chances are it's not just in your head. A great example of this would be when you walk together and he'll place his hand at the small of your back to guide you too. It's a subtle way for him to touch you whilst also laying claim to anyone who might see. Casual touching insinuates a sense of familiarity and affection, and you should always take note of this when it comes up. 3. Body language mirroring. While mirroring might in some circumstances be a technique of manipulation, it can also be seen as someone trying to make you like them. If you notice them mirroring your movements, keep in mind that they may be trying to align your thoughts with what they want. This isn't always meant to be a dark and manipulative action. There is a good chance that if you feel like you're looking into a mirror when you're talking to someone, they may not be doing that on purpose. When people like and try to connect, they subconsciously try to act like them. Sitting in the same position, taking on the same posture, and even using the same language or words. These mirroring acts mean that the person you are talking to likes you. It doesn't always mean romantically, but it could. Have you ever missed some telling signs in that getting to know you period? Have you felt like you're getting nowhere and given up on someone, only to realize later that maybe you missed something crucial? Relationships and the pursuit of love are tricky. Mixed signals might not seem like anything at all, and many of us struggle to read other people. Let us know your story down below. While you're down there, go ahead, leave us a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more tips, tricks and psych facts just like these. Let us know if you have anything you want to see so we know exactly what you're looking for. And without further ado, let's keep going to the top ways to tell if someone likes you. 2. They laugh at everything you say. Maybe this doesn't count if you're always the funniest person in the room, but barring the idea that you might be a comedian, if someone suddenly finds even your stupidest jokes to be the funniest thing, maybe start taking notice. If you feel like they might like you, you can try telling a lame joke and see how they react. Our sense of making people feel important and acknowledged is so high that we will often go out of our way to make them feel better, even as far as looking silly by laughing at something unfunny. You'll notice quickly that. 1. The tone shifts when you two are together. If you feel like the two of you have electric chemistry, chances are this isn't one-sided. The top way to recognize if someone likes you is by being aware of how you two interact when no one else is around. Do the questions change? Does their body language change? If you two have friends in common, do those friends leave you two alone? Chances are, even if you don't know, his friends might. And like the good wingmen they are, they may look for opportunities to let him make a move if he's ready. If he starts asking personal questions, or ones that feel like he's trying to scope your situation out, well, it could be a sign you've been missing. Be aware of your surroundings, make a note of the differences in how he acts, and you may have a roadmap to his feelings sooner than you'd expect. The best way to tell if someone likes you is to ask directly, but that doesn't come easy for everyone. Chances are, if the conversation flows right, you may already have chemistry with someone. If you're looking for reassurance that it goes both ways, your best bet is to find the signs that will give you a good idea of where they stand. Once you feel comfortable enough that they might, then someone will have to make the first move. You're well past the point of having your friends ask or writing a note, but developing that chemistry and rapport with someone will be the #1 tool in your arsenal. Finding someone shouldn't be challenging. But don't feel bad, it's likely just as difficult for them as it is for you. Just find that middle ground and go from there. If you're looking for more tips and tricks on how to read people or understand the psychology behind them, then check out some of our other videos. Or subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to make sure you never miss a single video. Let us be your secret weapon in the emotional warfare that social lives can be.